I'm gonna be spending the next 48 hours in the middle of this desert with nothing but this jug of water to survive on. Well, maybe a couple other things. No food, the heat of the desert, the wild flies, and just me in the middle of this desert, stranded for 48 hours. Monday morning, I woke up early and packed my bags and made the 3-hour drive from the great city of Los Angeles to the middle of the desert, Joshua Tree. Once I arrived in the hot desert, the most important thing I needed to do was to eat my final meal and get this challenge started. We're here. Okay, I don't know if this is a bad idea. Oh, what will I be thinking in 24 hours? This is ridiculous. What did I sign myself up for? Now that we've eaten our final meal, it's time to weigh in. And for some reason, I was reading 200 pounds. Okay, that's not right. So I decided to take the scale into the van. Okay, granted, I have my phone and my camera and my shoes on. Let's call it a good 160. Now that we've eaten our final meal and have a baseline weight of 160 pounds, it's time to start the clock. So our first challenge is to build a map of the area because I have no clue where we are. You know, I have really good drawings in here, and luckily I brought my new drone so we can get an aerial of the space, and then after that we can draw a map of what we saw. I think we're ready to go. Okay, where is the controller? Look at this place. Wow. Let me just warn you by saying that I'm not the best artist, and on top of that I had to redraw it because I didn't record the first time that I was drawing. But this one was better than the first one, so it's fine. I'm just kidding. The real drawing's right here. I was trying to play a joke, but then I flipped the page and I realized that was pretty much the exact same drawing. Let me explain. So this is where we are. And basically it's a dried up lake bed, but luckily next door we have some dispersed camping, and on top of that, some random solar panels. Bunch of solar panels, and this is what I'm interested in. I'm literally already hungry, like my stomach is growling if you can hear this. Now it's time to find our campground. Van suspension is not really made for this. As far as I'm concerned, this place is as good as gold. I don't know what that saying means, but we're here. This is camp for the night. Challenge 2, building a fire. So, let's get to it. To make sure I didn't burn the desert down, I decided to dig a hole to build my fire in. And then I got a bit carried away and I decided to decorate it with the rocks around it. And I'm pretty proud of this. I don't claim to be some special build or anything, but I'm so proud of this fire pit that I just made. What the heck? This looks so good. And I took a postcard to make sure my mom didn't think I died in the middle of the desert. Climbed up on the roof of the van to get a better vantage of this sunset. Oh my gosh. This is like the best decision of my life, dude. No way. And as the sun sets, we get to enjoy our hard work. As I slowly realize that more than not having dinner tonight, I'm not having dinner tomorrow night. Oh, I'm gonna get the fire started, but the only sad thing is that I am not doing it the real way. I'm gonna do it the cheater's way, being, you'll see. The key to cheating a fire. Oh my gosh. All the smoke. Oh. I guess being a Boy Scout for 7 years did pay off some. I'm so proud. I'm so happy. My sleeping dogs still hold patterns tightly. With night 1 complete, there were only about 32 hours remaining. That's a really long time. Day 2. Luckily, the hunger has not set in yet. But I was thinking a little bit last night and I realized that if I built a sunshade out here, because the shade here is actually not that bad. It's not that hot. Whereas the van gets boiling and out here you're just being exposed to the sun. So my idea is we take the van over back to where we started yesterday, go out into the mountains, see if we can find anything that'll help us make our sunshade from the mountains, and return to camp.
Challenge 3, find materials. It is hot out here.
Kind of like, ooh, I see something over here. Okay, our first find. This would be a perfect sunshade, but I don't want to steal it just in case it is somebody's, you know? Okay, if we don't find anything up there, we're gonna come back for this. So we're gonna keep going this way. Ooh, this sand is kind of deep. This is not good. I think we're good to stop here. And now we walk all the way up that mountain. We're currently at 20 hours and 54 minutes without food. Shirts off. Nice, fire pit puts mine to shame. No, no. I need to outdo that fire pit, so I think I'm gonna probably come back here, grab a bunch of these rocks. The civilization is advancing. Let go, let go.
Get out of the desert. You're gonna starve.
That's crazy. We're pretty high up right now. Van's all the way down there. Huh, this is a weird contraption. A cooler with water in it.
For a second I looked at this and considered if it was a contraption for cooking meth, but then I realized I don't really care because these poles are pretty nice.
Dude, this could work. This could work. Half of our contraption is complete.
So then I hiked back to the van to collect the rocks to go back to camp.
This is so sad. I keep thinking about meals. I'm like, oh, lunchtime's coming, dinner's coming. Oh my gosh, all these great things.
But then I remember, there's no food allowed.
Hey, but at least we have our fire pit. This is brutal.
Challenge 4, build the sun shelter.
They are mine.
So simple as this may have looked with the strong winds and my lack of supplies, this was a bit harder than expected.
Worst idea. This, to my shovel, is pulling.
Actually not that bad under here.
Once I saw how shady it was over here, we should have just stuck to this idea. I feel like this is like a great perch.
Wow. Mission accomplished.
It is great.
So as I tried to burn some time journaling and reading, the wind really started to pick up.
Can you hear that? The wind is insane right now. There's dust storms. That's actually just dirt on my windshield. But hopefully it dies down in time for me to be able to set up the tent before it turns dark. And on top of all that, I'm absolutely starving now. Let's just see if this wind calms down because it is pretty reckless out.
Sadly, as time went on, the wind only got stronger, so I decided to just place the rocks around the fire pit and see if it would die down.
Oh my gosh. What in the world happened out here? Ah! That was crazy. As much as I want to start the fire tonight and as much as I want to set the tent up, I just don't think it's going to be a good idea. We're going to wake up and have only a couple more hours. God, I'm so happy to be coming to the end of this experience. Guys, day 3, I'm feeling so drained. I can't even tell you. I'm just dead. Like, I feel so fatigued. But we're gonna light this fire up one last time before it's over. We're getting so close. We're almost there. We're almost to food.
At 42 hours in, I got a notification from my doctor that I could get the COVID vaccine. And this is not a plug for the COVID vaccine, but that being said, I had to get out of the desert and get back to LA to get my shot. So sadly, I have to end this challenge at 42 hours. But let's get one last final weigh in.
Final weigh in. Let's see if my weight has changed at all. No food. Let's see if my weight has changed. No way. Bro, what?
So shockingly, in 42 hours, I lost over 10 pounds, which is insane and something I didn't expect. But now that this challenge is over, I can't tell you how excited I am to go eat as much food as humanly possible.
This is a new type of video for me, so I hope that you guys enjoyed, and if you did, please drop a like, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel. It would mean a ton to me. But I'll see you guys soon. Peace.